every weekend, YNN is taking a look at the 12th man, the Buffalo Bills fans who are as diehard as they come. And this week, YNN's Ryan Whalen spoke with someone who's such a big fan, he likes to bring pieces of the game home with him.
My first game, believe it or not, was 1968 when I was 5. The Bills were having a terrible year that year. They had not won a game. They actually picked off Joe Namath 5 times and ended up beating him 37-35.
For countless game days after that,
this is a great one right here.
John Boutte cultivated his love for the Bills at the old rock pile.
War Memorial was a great place.
And he usually brought home a souvenir.
It was a way to actually bring a piece of the game home with you, whether it was a ticket stub or a program. It was a way to almost prove to yourself and prove to your friends at school that you actually went to the game.
Years later, Boutte is still collecting.
Knickknacks, some ticket stubs and things like that.
This now massive collection helps remind him of memorable games and his favorite players.
Those older players back in the day, the Jack Kemps and Mike Strattons and Tom Sestaks and Booker Edgersons, they really played for love of the game.
He says friends will come over for hours at a time to look at the posters and papers or leaf through old programs.
I have every Bills program since their inception in 1960.
And even some of those players he grew up idolizing have shown up at his door to check out the collection.
When I meet guys like that for the first time, I go right back to being a little kid again.
But after decades of collecting, scouring the internet and memorabilia shows, now John Boutte says he wants all this stuff out of his house.
I believe that stuff like this should be saved properly in a museum.
He and a few other people have plans to start the Greater Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame.
It's great for your friends to see and all that stuff, but there's over 1 million people in Western New York that love to see this stuff.
Those million-plus kindred spirits deserve to share it, he says, because of their undying support for Buffalo sports.
It's that never say die attitude. It's always next year. There's always going to be next year in Buffalo.
So, while most fans look toward the future, Boutte wants to make sure they keep a glimpse of the past. In Grand Island, Ryan Whalen, YNN.